Kosgi, thanks for coming down, bro.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, so for the people who don't know who you are, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about you, where you're from and what your upbringing was like.
So, my name's Kosgi. I'm from South East London originally, but I was raised in East Sussex, so not far from Crawley, not far from Gatwick, around that area. And listen, I always say upbringing, I always say everyone's got a different upbringing to their siblings as well. Like, we moved out of Bromley when I was a baby. My sister, she was 7 years old, so she's always... where we moved to was a mainly white area. Yeah, so it was a big difference for my sister. She didn't adjust to it too well. I grew up there. I've grown up around that kind of stuff, you know, a lot of the white lads and things like that. So that's what I'm used to. But for my sister, my full sister, she found it difficult, you know, growing up there, growing up in like a mainly white area, being the only mixed race family, that kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, no, my upbringing apart from that, parents wise, I mean, they were always amazing parents. They split up when I was 14. Dad was a naughty boy. Do you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes, yeah? Dad was a naughty boy, yeah? Naughty African fella. No, but he was a naughty boy. But yeah, apart from that, he was a good dad, amazing dad. And yeah, brother. I'll say it was like that. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's obviously had a positive impact on you because I've just done a post now calling you the people's champ because I just like the way you move on social media. For the people who don't know who Kosgi is, drop him a follow, go and check out his content. He interacts with like people on a daily basis. Even when I was going to pick you up, you'd already done videos with homeless in town. It's like you just made yourself at home.
Yeah, that's what because you know what it is with Manny. I love Manny because it's like up north. I always feel like the people really come together here. Yeah. Whereas like down south, it's a bit more divided. You see, even in like in London, you've got the whole like the Shade Borough UK gossip. There's all this negativity being pushed out, yeah? And especially in like the black community in London, they're always trying to just divide each other. And I don't like that. I just like people come together, wherever you are, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, don't care. Yeah, let's just all come together as one, people, get along. And I like that. Up north, you like that more. You know, so it's just nice to be here, bro. Yeah,
good. It's good to have you here. So I want to touch on what you were speaking about your family. So if you don't mind me saying, you recently lost your father, haven't you?
I did, yeah.
And you did a post not that long ago saying you watched the podcast between me and Adrian and you said it had a positive impact on you. And like, so how important do you think having positive male role models, whether it's your father, whether it's other content creators, is when you're trying to find your way in the world as a man?
Do you know what, brother? Like, this is me being purely honest as well, yeah? I don't look up to a lot of men. Apart from my dad, I don't have idols. I don't idolize anyone, yeah? Apart from my father, who used to idolize him, which I think every man does. Even if you've got a good relationship or not with your dad, you idolize your father, you know? He's the first male you see in your life. What he says goes, that kind of thing. So when I see you and Adrian and the things you talk about, I genuinely look up to both of you. And there's not a lot of older guys I can say that about. I don't have olders. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have olders or anything like that. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm sonning certain older guys. Do you know what I mean? That's just me being honest. Where I grew up, certain older guys looked up to me because they know I've always been myself and I always kept it real. But you and Adrian, brother, actually just keep it real and you actually want to help the people, but from a place of love, like real love.
Yeah.
You're not just doing the fake stuff. We were talking about this on the way here as well. Obviously, a lot of the influencers, they're not influencing much. Do you know what I mean? They might be big on social media, the numbers are there, but they're not helping the people. They're not really there for the people. They don't really care about the people. That's where I'm coming from. Yeah, I think we've got to care about one another. We've got to care about each other. And I think having a male role model in your life, having an important male figure in your life, doesn't have to be your dad. Could be your uncle, could be your granddad, could be your older brother. It's important, man. Do you know what I mean? Because then you can learn from someone who's been through it already. And then that's where we can learn and be like, okay, yeah, I can go that way or I could go that way. You know, and it would save a lot of time. No go to prison. You ain't going to get in trouble with the police. You know, not everyone has to do that. Some of us have done that and got in trouble. And now you can look at us and be like, oh, he's done that. I don't really want to go down that path. Maybe I could do that like he's doing now.
Yeah, they say a wise man learns from his own mistakes, but a wiser man learns from the mistakes of somebody else. And I think that's the power of having the internet and having a voice like what we've got, because you can you can speak from a place of mistakes and wrongs and say, you don't want to do this because this happened to me. Like, you can share your story. And I think, you can tell certain people that have been through certain stuff, and like, you know, for you, you're a very loving person. Anyone can tell you're on your page for 5 minutes and you've just got a big heart, whether if it's for animals, if it's for women, if it's for like you're a very caring person, down to earth person. And I think like that stems from a lot of pain. Like that comes from a lot of darkness. To have such a big heart, you have to go through certain amount of violence, certain amount of like trials and tribulations and struggles as a young man. So
you do.
What attributes do you think you've taken from your father into your adult life?
Do you know what's interesting? I say like now as I get older, I'm becoming more like him. Don't drink anything. Do you know what I mean? My dad was like teetotal. My dad, do you know what, with me, I swear, but my dad was teetotal, always wore a suit, didn't swear, very militant in how he was. Obviously, a lot of people that follow me for a while that know me know my dad was in prison when he was just a bit younger than me for political activism in Zambia. And he's from Zimbabwe originally, but he got done for political activism in Zambia with another group of guys because they basically just stood for what they thought was right. And he was in prison for 33 months, so just over 2.5 years. And he had no trial, was getting death threats, everything like that. They treated him differently in there because obviously like he was in there. This is like my dad. And bear in mind, guys, this is mad. My dad, when he had me, he was 51. Yeah. So when he passed away, he was in his mid-70s.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So my dad was in prison in the... Mate, he must have been in prison in the 70s or something. So this is mad. Do you know what I mean? Southern Africa, Zambia, prison, 70s. Do you know what I mean? So it's different. And he had a lot of pain inside of him. And I feel like, I always say about this, I'm always saying, I feel like you carry some of your parents' pain and you carry some of your family members' pain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard. I even get emotional talking about it, but I feel like when my sister, my older sister's mum, first met my dad, he used to like wake up in the night and he'd be like shouting. Do you know what I mean? He'd have nightmares and stuff because he was in prison for like, he didn't know when he was going to get out, you know? It was tough. Prison was tough back then, bro. So, yeah, man. I always say you carry bits of people from our family with us. And I feel like I've always carried my dad's pain with me. I don't know what it is. I just feel it inside of me. I can tell. Like, I just feel that pain. And my mum and dad have always had the empathy. They've always had the compassion for people, for animals, for that kind of thing. I know the vegans are going to get at me because I still eat the meat. But listen, I was vegetarian for years. I don't want to get into that as well because they'll still be like, yeah, but you're not vegetarian now. But still. But no, I think that having the empathy and the compassion is it's important, bro. Because like, if you don't care about other people, how can you really even care about yourself? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And vice versa. If you don't care about yourself, like when you're in a bad place and you have that depression and it's dark, you've been there, I've been there. When that anxiety's there, that deep root, like you can't get out of your head, you don't actually care about other people as much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you find the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't really love people that much when I was in a bad place. When I was low as fuck, like low, couldn't really love that easily. Do you know what I mean, bro? Yeah. And I think that's why I was hurting people around me a little bit, sleeping around with loads of girls. Do you know what I mean? Like cheating on girlfriends. Couldn't really fully love someone, which is deep, but it's the truth, man.
Yeah, it's powerful. I feel like children inherit the pain that your adults I feel like children inherit the pain that the parents fail to heal from. Like the areas they fail to address, the things you put on the back burner. Your children are going to inherit those insecurities if you don't deal with them head on. And that's what I always encourage like my clients and people who come to me for help. I always say, deal with your problems head on so your kids don't have to go through that stuff. That's why I always encourage men to stop sleeping around and stuff like that, because you will pass that down.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that is exactly, I agree with that 100%. I mean, when I was young, I found out that my dad was cheating on my mum. Yeah. So I was the one that found that out. And I would have been 12 at the time, 12 or 13. Yeah. And I found out, he found emails that my dad was sending to other women and things like that, yeah? And I remember from 14 to 16, I didn't even really like my dad. Do you know what I mean? Which is a deep thing to say, but I didn't really like him. Do you know what I mean? He'd give me money sometimes and I'd be like, yeah, but I didn't actually like him as a person. Didn't respect him probably in some ways because I'm thinking, right, I'm a mummy's boy and he's cheating on my mum. Do you know what I mean? Like he did that to my mum. So I'm like, I'm never going to be like him. Do you know what I'm saying? I said that. I'm never going to be like my dad. And then as you get older, you realise, listen, we look up to our parents as like, oh, they're like gods, they're angels, they're perfect. And then you suddenly realise, oh wait, they're just normal people. You know? They're learning as well. We're all making mistakes. They're not perfect people. And that's not excusing behaviour. I'm not excusing cheating. I'm not excusing any of that nonsense, like about like if a man was to hit his part. I'm not excusing that. I'm just saying people are like just people. Yeah. And I was saying this to you this morning. When people put people like, if we're on social media, put us on pedestals, don't do that. We're just people. We're gonna make mistakes the same as everyone else. Do you know what I mean, bro? Everyone's gonna make these mistakes, bruv. Like, and so like I looked at it and I was like, you know what? With my dad, I was like, I'm never gonna be like him, and I ended up being like him. Do you know? And I used to use this excuse of like, oh well, yeah, I know I see a lot of girls because my dad does as well. Like my dad used to. He was a cheater as well, that's just like, it's a cop out. Do you know what I mean? It's like I used to say, I'm a binge drinker because I've grown up around the lads. They're drinking, they're getting on it, yeah. And you use that as an excuse, like, oh, I'm like this. Said to my ex-girlfriend, I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like this though, because my mates all drinking. We grew up drinking. She's like, what? She's the one that put that into me, yeah. And shout out, this is my recent ex-girlfriend, yeah, as well, yeah, because I want to actually shout her out because, respectfully to her, she's the one that actually helped me get through that. She's like, you're not this. You're saying you're putting yourself in a box, pretty much. Yeah, you're saying you're a drinker, you're a binge drinker. It's like you don't have to be that person. You're telling yourself you're that person. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Yeah, you're claiming it's your identity.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's bad,
that's
man.
it, bro. We got to shed that off of us.
That a lot of people, you hear that, and you hear about a man putting his hands on a woman, they say, and their excuse is always, I see my dad do it to my mum.
Yeah.
So you know firsthand what wrong looks like.
Yes.
That doesn't give you a permission to then go and carry it out.
It's disgusting.
How that made you feel and how you seen it made your mum feel.
Yes,
you
bro.
should not even want to resort to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying people don't get drunk and have heated fights and arguments with their partners and that. That's being human, like you're saying, innit?
Exactly.
Then there's knowing. You know right from wrong still.
Of course, we all do.
And a lot of people, I was the same in my 20s, excusing my poor behaviour through the things I went through as a child.
Yeah,
and
that's why I related to you. That's why I related to you, Peter, because I know you did the same thing. I've heard you speak about this as well. And that's what I respect about you. Not a lot of people, can come on, especially on social media, and be like, I've done this. I'm that person. I've been that person. Bruv, you see with me and you say about this as well, the hate and stuff. Listen, I was talking about this to my friend recently. The hate, it comes and I go, like that. The hate will come like that. That's how my friend explained it. Shout out my boy Curse Buddy. He explained it like that as well. He said the hate comes, that stuff comes and it just goes, it's past me. And you just keep going. I don't care about the hate. But at the same time, it's brave of you as well to come on a podcast, and just come on social media and talk about where you've gone wrong in life and what you're trying to do to be better. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we both do. And it's natural to us, but to a lot of people, that's like, ooh, like I couldn't do that. People said to me like, "You sure you want to talk about that, Kosgi, on the podcasts? And you sure you want to?" I don't care. I'll talk. Do you see what I'm saying, brother? I'll talk about anything because people need to hear the truth, bro. You can't just hear like, "Yeah, man, I'm driving this and that. I'm doing this and that. I'm going this with that girl." And do you know what I mean? Like everyone wants to do this whole like thing on social media now of like. They're going to these private members clubs and they're going to Novikov and they're going this and they're driving that car. It's boring. To me, that's boring, bro. Like the road guys that do the whole flossing, like I'm dressed in this and I'm dressed in that. Boring. It's never interested me, bro. I want to know about people. What are you going through? What have you been through? Like, how are you where you are as a man? Like, what got you there and what have you been through? Bro, I love that.
That's
bro,
relatable.
I love it, bro.
That's relatability.
Everyone can relate to it because we've all been through grief. We've all lost people. You've lost your friend. I've lost my friend. We've all lost people. So we can all sit there. When you told me about you losing your friend, I can sit there with you and empathise and be like, whoa, Peter's been through that as well. I've been through that. So I know he knows where I'm coming from when I talk about my friend, innit? Yeah, and it upsets me because I'm like, because we've all been through these things, bro. It's beautiful as well, you know?
I think that's why content creators go so far because, especially when you're creating authentic content like we are, because you're basically putting out your insecurities. You're showing people that you're human and you're being relatable. Yeah. Like people can look at your Instagram for one or two reasons. They can either want to be like you or aspire to be like you, or they can relate to you. You know what I mean?
That's it, bro. And it can sometimes be all of it as well. Sometimes people can relate to you as well, and they'll be like, oh, I've been through that as well, but then they also look up to you in different aspects as well, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's like when I saw you, like when I watch you, I'm like, oh, he's fighting. Do you know what I mean? But you've only been training in your 30s. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You've been training a bit longer than me, but it's like, you're just going and getting stuck in. So to me, I look at that and I'm like, oh, I need to get stuck in. Yeah, I love it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I need to get stuck in. And I love and me and you are the same, where we just, once we're locked in on something, we're going to go for it. Do you see what I mean? And that's how it should be as well.
100%. And like with the content as well, I'd rather be loved for being relatable and stuff than people thinking I'm somebody that I'm not, than fabricating my lifestyle and pretending that I'm balling out of control and I've just got a million and things positive going on. Like everybody has like a load of problems, and I'm not bothered about sharing mine. Do you know what I mean?
1000%, bruv. I'm the same. I'm literally like, I'd rather people watch my stuff and be like, oh look, he's talking about that. I've been through that. Like just anything, you know, like small things. They're like a lot of the time you're like people don't talk about, and then you'll hear someone say it on social media, and you're like, oh shit, like he's actually been through that as well. Like fuck. But I remember I was having the panic attacks, and the anxiety attacks, and I remember feeling so like lonely, bro. Like I would be out and about, and I was talking about this to my boy, recently, I won't say his name because you might not want me to say about it. He's a content creator as well, big guy, and I was speaking to him about it, and I was saying like we both grew up the same way, as in like we both like life of the party. I was always class clown, popular at school, loads of friends, always. That was like my image. Do you know what I'm saying, brother? That's like my identity. Oh, I'm popular, got loads of girls, all this stuff around me. Oh yeah, I'm lit, whatever, as a person. And then I'm like, oh, my dad died. I see him. I'm saying I see his body. And then I'm like, oh shit, okay. Try and get through that with the drink and the girls. Let's just like forget about that. Do you know what I mean? Let's just forget about that stuff that happened with my dad. That's how I was living. And I just started drinking. And you just start going through, you're like floating, you're not even thinking about this stuff. You just knock it to the back and you're like, I remember the first week my dad died, and after I saw his body, I went out and I started linking this girl I was linking and drinking, like it had never happened. Didn't even fucking think about it, just literally went, going out, that's it. Do you know what I mean? And then that led into like this path of like me just going down for like 2 years, 3 years of doing the same thing. Not facing it, not thinking about it. And then when my best mate died, unexpectedly as well, that's when it's just like, oh, okay, like this is fucked. Everything came back to the surface again. Started having panic attacks. Started having anxiety attacks. Then I'm falling into like a deep depression where I can't even really, I'm stuck in every warehouse here working a job that I hate. And I'm like, what am I even doing? I'm just living to survive, innit? Do you know what I mean? Living to survive, pay the rent, that's it. Not even living really, bro. Not happy. Do you know what I mean? And I know you've been there. You know where I'm coming from, innit? I can just see in your face, you know what I'm talking about as well.
Yeah. You're surviving through the pain. You're basically just masking it and just hoping one day you're going to wake up and feel different.
Yeah.
While continue to do something. You run into things that are breaking you and that instead of things that build you up. And you don't understand that. I never understood that.
Same.
I knew that it wasn't good for me, and I knew that it was making things worse in the long run. And I knew, but like, because I was more time blackout drunk and high on drugs and stuff like that, going through my pain, I was thinking, when I finally do come out of this cycle, I'm going to feel a lot better, and it's never the case. Yeah. You're just starting from day one again. It's Groundhog Day.
Trust me.
As soon as you decide to knock it on the head and you go, like, when I lost my mate, and I went on like it was like a 10-month bender. It was like probably the longest time I'd been going, like 3-4 days a week, coke, drink, sleeping around, sleeping. I was staying at people's houses, like girls and that. Yeah. And it was getting to night time and I weren't even sleeping with them. I was getting off at the back door at like 5 a.m. to go to another party to stay on it when I should have been going to bed. Like with like nice women and stuff, do you know what I mean? And like good girls who took me in when I was fucked.
Exactly.
You know, and I was
put that life into
I was
as well.
climbing out the back windows and that in some people's houses because I didn't want to be there and that weird. And getting around mad. I was just going through like, and that was a good like a year to 10-month cycle of just doing that, climbing out people's windows and doing weird stuff.
But you don't even realise in the moment, you're like, why am I doing this? Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't even know why you're doing it. You're like, but you don't even really think. And then people will tell you like, oh, you're drinking a bit much, maybe you should. And you're like, you don't even really hear it. And do you know what's funny? Yeah, you're probably the same as me. We're very stubborn people because if not, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So we're going to be stubborn people. So even when we're in that zone of like, I'm doing this right now, I'm drinking, I'm doing that. No one can tell you to stop.
No one can tell me nothing,
Brother, this is why I say now, to people online and my mates, I never try and preach the whole, oi, quit drinking. I don't do that. But I don't, and do you know what? Someone told me recently, they're like, you should tell him to stop drinking. I'm like, why would I do that? I'm not going to tell someone to stop drinking. Because if someone came to me when I used to drink and said, yo, Kosgi, stop drinking, I'd be like, fuck off. Why would, I'd be like, don't try and tell me what to do. Like, I'm a grown man. Because it's the ego thing and I'm just like, oh yeah. But all I can say to people is like, listen, I've done what you're doing, and you know what? It's not worth it, really. But that's all I can say, because that's where I come from as well, a place of like, oh, I've done the drinking and the girls and stuff, like all that stuff, It's like, what does it bring you, though? Like really, when you sit back and you look at things, a couple of years will fly by, and you're like, oh, what have I done? Like, what have I done? Oh, I might have released, and I was doing music, and you might have released a few songs, couple of songs. You might have done a little bit of content. I know a lot of people now that are doing it, bro. That's why I'm so, bruv. That's what I can swear on here as well.
Yeah, of course.
Bruv, that's why I'm so fucking adamant on people doing the content and fucking going full throttle with it, yeah? Because I don't have time for the people that are like to me, oh, I really want this. You don't want it. You're not even fucking working. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? How, like, as a grown man, yeah, how can you sit and say I'm bored? Like, if you're not where you want to be, in life, yeah, money-wise, whatever, you're not where you want to be, content creation, how can you sit and be like, oh, I'm bored, I don't know what to do today? That's mental to me, bro. I was thinking this a few days ago on my own. I was thinking, I need to do a video on that. Now I'll talk about it on here instead. I'm like, but how can you say you're bored as a man? Like, if you're not where you want to be? It doesn't make any sense to me, bro, at all. And that's just where I'm coming from. Like, that's why I push people, and I'm telling people from my bottom of my heart, please do this. Like, please do what you want to do. Follow your dreams. Don't be fucking stuck in a job that you hate, and you hate yourself, and you hate the people around you. You hate everyone you work with. What's that going to bring you? Bit of money? What the fuck is that? A bit of money per month. You pay the rent, and you get your like car and shit. Do you know what I mean? That's what a lot of people do. They get the nice car. That's it. Nice car, bit of rent. That's it.
I feel like every bad habit that we have has a sell-by date anyway. Every negative connection, everything that you're doing that you know you shouldn't be doing, it has a sell-by date in your life, and sooner or later, even an unhealthy connection, it's going to reach its sell-by date. So I feel like if you can make a conscious decision to go, right, no, I'm not waiting till I've run myself into the ground and I've hit my sell-by date. I'm going to remove myself now. I'm going to pull back now. Yeah. And maybe now and again, once in a blue moon, you might enjoy going out. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Instead of ripping the fun right out of it.
Exactly.
Collapsing all the good relationships in your life because of it, and off the back of it, making yourself broke in mind, body and spirit.
Everywhere.
And pockets.
Pockets, definitely pockets though. Yeah, we've been there. Trust me. Even now, like, listen, and let's be humble now. Let me be humble now. Bro, don't be thinking, because people ask me for money. Don't be thinking I've got the dough right now. It's coming soon though. But still, don't be thinking the money's up right now. Trust me. Like, bro, I'm literally, this is what people have this whole perception of people like, oh, he's an influencer. No. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm getting in the industry. I was talking about this recently as well, about a lot of stuff people haven't told me about, about certain things, and they go events and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know about, bro. You don't, like, and it's like, don't think because you see someone with fucking clout and shit that they got bare money. Do you know what I mean? Like, the money will come, but, and I always say that, I never really think about money. Like, as in, when it comes to content, when it comes to art, if you're a musician, artist, poet, whatever, you can't fucking start doing it and being like, oh, I'm doing this for money. You got to do it because you got a passion for it. I love doing the content. I love it. I love getting out there. You know me, Peter, innit, as well. Like, you know, we spoke about this in the car on the way here. I love just being outside with the people. Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. And I love having a chat, as you lot can tell. Yeah? I love it, bro.
Man. That's what you're here for, bro. Come on, man.
Bruv, I love it, though. So me, bruv, that's why people relate to me, because they know I got the passion in me and I'm pushing, bro. I'm pushing because I love it. But don't be chasing the money, because the money, or don't chase the clout and the money and the girls, all that stuff you're chasing, because it probably won't come if you do that. You got to be really locked in on what your vision is and your goal and your dream. Yeah?
And everything else will come later.
Facts.
Everything else, if you just push, if you just stay in your lane and smash the work that you need to do, then everything comes later. The attention, the brand deals, the little bit of money off the content. Like, you know, it's a long game.
That's it, bro.
It's a long game. I've been at it for years now. Do you know what I mean?
You graft, bro. You graft, innit? When I saw the amount of posts you got up as well, I'm on the thousands as well now, innit? On the post, I'm like, that's graft, though.
I think that's what people should do. Focus on the number of posts. Because as soon as I stopped doing that, I used to focus. Don't get me wrong. It's good when you go viral and your phone's absolutely going nuts.
Of course,
and you're getting 5,000 followers in 2 days. And you're thinking, wow.
It's mad.
This is nuts. You feel like it's going to stay like that. But then when it drops, you've got to learn to shift your focus onto the output. So I focus on output more than I focus on what's coming in. So literally, if I focus on output and I make sure I'm putting out good stuff, quality content at a high rate and a high pace, then I know all the other things are going to come to me if I tighten up in certain areas. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know one thing I'll always say? This is important. We need to talk about this as well. People will put out videos and it will flop. They always say it will flop. So, I didn't do numbers, bruv. These videos, When another video of yours goes viral, people will see that video. Don't worry about that. That's what I always say, mate. All my videos, a lot of them were getting low views. Now their views have gone up so high because they've been pushed to the algorithm because the other videos have gone viral, I don't worry about that. So it's the same with music, with musicians, They put out music, they're like, oh, I didn't do that well. Don't worry. Because when people get on board with what you're doing and they really fucking fuck with what you're doing, they love it, they'll go back to it. They'll find it. Do you know what? People are going to find it. As long as you put it in this, maybe you put it in the story highlights or you put it in a certain folder on TikTok, mate, people will find it and they'll be like, oh shit, he said this and it's from a year ago. This is lit. I don't worry about all that stuff. When it flops or whatever, the numbers, they're going to see it. And I've always said this, and it's happening recently. I've always said, I don't care if people don't see it. And recently, it's like, one thing goes viral. You know how it goes. That goes viral. That goes viral. That goes viral. Do you know what I mean? And everything comes and it follows. It's beautiful. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean? I love it.
Yeah,
I love the game, bro. Yeah. Right, listen. Tell you what, I love the marketing game, and social media game. I'll be real. And I've never been like this with anything, really. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not competitive with other people, with myself. I love it. I'm like, oh, what can I do here? Well, what can I change about that? And just hit the algorithm. Dun, dun, dun. It might do. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, fuck it. Just keep going and push again. Throw things at the wall, see what hits. That's what I'm telling everyone. When it comes to content, don't dwell on it. Just fucking get it out there and get content. Don't delete shit as well. Because people delete stuff that flops. Don't do that. Just put it out there. If you like it, keep it out there. If you don't like it and you hate it, delete it. Do you know what I mean? Make
content for you. That's what I always do.
Bro.
Talk to yourself. Everybody used to say it to me on your posts, like, where does it come from? Where does the inspiration come from to say certain things? And I say, I'm talking to me. Bro, I'm talking to me when I was younger.
I love that, Pete.
When I was a knucklehead.
Yes, bro. That, bruv, you're saying exactly what I say. That's how I feel all the time. Do you know, I watch my videos sometimes, I'm like, okay, yeah. Do you know what? That's something, and that could, people might say it's an ego thing, but I make my videos because sometimes I'm in a place where I'm not doing what I should be doing, and I make the video to remind myself, innit? So people probably see my videos, they're probably like, don't ever think I'm all high and mighty. Like, bro, I'm telling myself this sometimes, innit? And then I'll watch it back and I'm like, yeah, no, I need to do that. Like, yeah, I need to lock in. I need to do that. I'm procrastinating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People probably think I'm just preaching to you lot. No, I'm preaching to myself. And it's relatable because we all do it and we're all human. Yeah, we all have the same emotions, the same procrastination, laziness, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So some of us lock in and go. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, 100%. So I want to touch on your animal videos, man. So you're always in touch with nature. You've even gone, like, I've seen you go from, for the viewers who've not seen him yet, go from like feeding stray foxes. I don't know how you're probably the only person I've seen a fox approach. The only, like, it's like you like it, Noah's Ark, bro. Like,
listen,
like animals just come to you.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
Wait,
they come to you like I can't even get a cat to come near me,
but
mate.
It's mad.
They run a mile. You've got them all over.
I know, it's mad. It's mad. I'll be real. It's like, and do you know what? Sometimes even recently, I'm like, yo, the animals. Like, even me, sometimes I'm like, how am I always finding animals like this,
Like Dr. Dolittle.
It's mad, yeah. When I was in the park, did you see that? I was in the park, and I had a squirrel there come up to me. The next day, I think there was like a fox eating food out of my hand. And then it's just mad. And obviously, like, squirrels and stuff like that. And like foxes, cats, dogs. Bro, you know what it is, I feel like the thing, like, and I get spiritual with it all the time, But like, I genuinely think when you're like looking for something, or like you're just like, it's not even, people say manifestation a lot, Manifestation, you can't just be like, oh, I want this, and you get it. If you're doing the things, you manifest it and say, I want to achieve this, you write it down, and you're pushing for it, then you'll get it. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that with the animals, bro. I'm like, I want to be like, oh, the content's going well, I love this. Like, I'm not like purposely finding animals, bro. I'm walking past and I'm seeing animals, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even going out to look for the animals, bro. Which is mad.
No, you can tell on the content it's organic, because like when you're going, look at this, what I've just found. You literally just whip the camera out, raggo. Do you know what I mean?
And the thing is with me, on the content, let me to tell everyone, I'm always keep it real. Like, I'm not going to do the whole, because people have said before, like, oh, that didn't happen. When I do like story times and stuff, I'm like, bruv, I don't give a fuck about clout to the point where I'm going to make up a story to get a fucking, do you know what I mean? That's not what I do. And it will be the stuff, do you know what I mean? Because you lived a similar life to me. You're naughtier than that. You're naughtier than I am, actually. But, do you know what I mean? You've obviously, you've seen a lot of madnesses, Same as me. Mate, when you talk about online, people will be like, nah, it didn't happen. That would never happen. I'm like, bruv, that's not even a deep thing. It's not even a madness. I was talking about the other day about my friends, how they went in someone's yard before and threw a microwave over his head. which I shouldn't laugh about, yeah? But he's mocking it with the money, whatever. I won't get into it, but whatever. He owed some things, and my friends have gone there, and obviously I've driven them there. Didn't know they were going to do it. Obviously, didn't know they were going to do it. They've done that, and I did a thing about it, and people were like, "Nah, that would never happen." I'm like, that's not even that much of a madness. That's light work. Do you know what I mean, bro? But people online, bro, they'll always think you're just making stuff up or you're this and that. Mate, me personally, I couldn't give a fuck about clout and shit that much that I would make something up. Do you know what I mean?
It's people in the comments in the mum's box room who, when that sort of stuff would not happen in their reality. Your reality is not mine.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Ever get me twisted for you. Do I look like you? No. You and your dog picture.
That's it, bro. That's exactly what I said the other day, Peter, yeah? I said this as well. I was like, listen, mate, just because you've lived some boring ass life, I did a video about it. I was like, just because you lived a mundane, boring life, yeah, doesn't mean we all have. Yeah, just because a lot of people, all they do is go work. And they're like, yeah, I'm saving money. Like, what are you saving money for? I'm saving money. Like, what are you saving money for, though? They don't even know. They just go and work every day. It's all they do. Go to work. They're like, oh, you don't work that much, though. Do you know what I mean? I was talking about this the other day. One of my old colleagues was like to me, I'm like, no, I can't work tomorrow because I basically was going to work on content, yeah? He goes to me, oh, yeah, no, you never work. You're like a part-timer. I'm like, mate, listen, you're a full-timer. You're stuck in this job. You like being there as well, yeah? You're stuck. Yeah, don't ever mix me up with you. This is not my dream. This is not my life. This is a stepping stone into another aspect of my life that I'm going into. See what I mean? Don't ever get it confused, bro. When you work those jobs, we've all worked grafty jobs, yeah? When I've worked grafty jobs, I can appreciate anyone that does a grafty job. I respect them because I've been there. And you're sitting down, you're just like, your ego's eating away at you, like, I shouldn't be here. I'm worth more than this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You know when you're just in that job and you're like, I'm worth more than this. Like, what's going on? And you got a manager chatting to you. And the things with me, I can't keep my mouth shut with managers. I just stick it on them. Stick it on managers. Because that's why I've lost loads of jobs. Because I stick it on managers. I don't tolerate a manager talking to me like I'm down there and they're up there. You know that ego trip stuff we were talking about as well in the car? The power trip stuff, yeah? That can't run with me. That cannot run. That bro, do you know what I mean? And people hear that, they think I'm not trying to act tough at all. I'm genuinely not. That just cannot run in my life, bro. In my peripheral, that can't run. No one can come to me and try and bully me in work and be like, you need, mate, listen, I'm not doing that. And that's the honest truth. That's what I say. Do you know what I mean? My last job I got sacked for that. I'm like, listen, mate, don't ever talk to me like that again, ever. That's what we're on, man. Trust me. It can't run.
Oh, shit,
literally.
Man.
And it's peace and love, you know what I mean? But it can't run. You just can't do that. Like, genuinely, I don't understand how people allow it. How do you allow your managers to talk down to you like that? I'll never understand it. And I know we all have to keep our jobs, pay the rent. We do. It's important. But how can you tolerate someone talking to you like they're there and you're there? Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Trying to treat you like you're just lower. It's like what I was talking about
for the sake of an extra £2.50 an hour.
Literally. It's all just like, it's all ego. That's what I mean. I've got my old managers watching my stuff now. Listen. And it's not even like a grudge thing. I don't get the grudges. My old manager is watching he knows I'm at the Jackass premiere and stuff like that. He's watching my stuff. I'm like, bro, because he probably didn't realise I'm even doing this. I didn't even tell him I'm doing stuff like this, yeah? But then I come out of it and they probably see, oh, right. Because the energy's there, bro, with me, innit? Do you know what I mean? You know me, I can't just be a normal average Joe doing this, yeah? Same with you, we just can't.
When you've got something more inside you're burning.
You know. Like that's why I saw you. When I first saw you, I was like, yeah, that's a bit of me, bro. Like that.
You've just got to go for it, man.
Straight up.
You listen to that little flame that's burning. You have to. You've just got to, man.
Yeah.
You've got to. So many people, like, you see, like, rappers who never really put the foot on the gas, who were approaching 50, and it's like...
It's so sad.
Your time, your window's closed in, you've got about that much.
It's sad.
Like, come on.
But one thing I'll say about that is you can always do something. Do you know what I love? This is what I love about content creation, yeah? Because... you're right as well. A lot of people, they might, I won't say fail, but they might not go full throttle in that industry. Then they'll go in something else and go, vroom. Me and my friend Rourke, Curse Brother, for example, yeah? Bro, me and him both started off in the music, but we were just like half-assed, half in it, loved the girls, drinking, going out. So it was like a half and half. Whereas the content now, we just gone like that, straight away, because we actually took it seriously. Whereas like the music stuff, we were all just like, oh yeah, girls around, groupie type things and stuff like that. Oh, it's a bit of fun. You're not taking it seriously, really. If you're really into music, that other stuff isn't gonna... Like, that used to excite us. Do you know what I mean? The girls and the drinking. That's not a part of it. If you love the music, you're just going to go for the music. You're not going to care about all the groupies and the drinking and the blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? That's why with the content now, I can tell with you as well, you're just locking on the content. Other stuff, whatever it is, innit?
Yeah, it's the young boy mentality as well. Some men don't ever grow up.
Bruv, I'm telling you,
It's bad.
in my area I'm living in, bruv, it's like that. Do you know what's sad? When I see people on the corner just blazing and drinking all day. Like just drinking and just all day, bro. I'm like, what are you bro? Like, but I know guys like that as well, and I'm not judging. Like, I've got friends, like old friends that do that. I'm not even judging as well, ever. I'm never coming from a judging place. I'm coming from a place where it upsets me. Because I want to see people do well, bro. Everyone. I don't care about I even say this here when it comes to the reels and stuff. Sometimes I see people watching all my reels. And I'm like, please don't even do that. Just go. I want you to watch maybe 1 or 2 of my reels and then go and do your shit. Go and do your content. Don't watch my stuff and be like, oh, this is amazing. No, don't idolize me. I'm here to make you push yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, bro. I'm not here for everyone to be like, blow smoke up my ass and be like, cause he's sick. Nah, bro. You can do that. It's nice, obviously. We all get like, it's nice, isn't it? Especially when the pretty girls do it. But you know what I'm saying? It's nice, yeah? But at the same time, I'm not here for that. I'm here to make people remember what they've got inside of them. Because I've been there, bro. You've been there when you just don't even remember who you are. You're like, what? You're like, fuck, wait, hold on. I'm this person. I'm Peter G. I'm Kosgi. Like, this is me. And then suddenly you wake up and you're like, oh, shit, the power I've got. That we all have. And it's not an individual thing. Obviously, some people have it more than others in terms of how they can like push it out there, but we've all got it inside of us. So some people never really let it, do you know what I mean, come into fruition. That's the thing.
People don't understand there's just so much power in waking up one day and realising that you actually like the person in the mirror. Like you actually love him.
Yeah.
You love that guy.
Yeah.
After hating him for years and years and years.
Mate.
One of my clients, Danny, he said to me, I asked him, I said, have you got any photos? I was helping him put content together. And he said something that will stick with me for life. He said, I've got no old photos of myself because I hated myself for years. And I was like...
It's deep, man. That's so deep.
And mate... Honestly, I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
Because I've not got any old pictures of me, even like past relationships, whatever.
Yeah.
there was no photos because I didn't want to be in them. I didn't want to see me.
Man. Yeah, that's so sad.
Because I was running from me for years.
Yeah, you were running. You don't. That's what I mean. When you're, bro, it's so mad you say that. Yeah, when you're running from yourself, bro, it's sad, bro. Because I should think about it, man. I saw a video the other day of myself, yeah, when my friend had a situation down in the seaside, yeah, and that's why, like, you see that. I think it's on that side, isn't it? That scar.
Yeah.
Is it that side, yeah?
Yeah.
That's because I just got, do you know what I mean? Like down the seaside, yeah. I still don't even know to this day if it was a glass or a knife, whatever. But I got sliced, yeah, and it all bleed. And there's a video of me with like blood all down me, yeah. And I'm like, rah. I was back in the beef for my mate as well, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because he was pushing whatever by the seaside, got robbed, whatever. And then I'm literally like, we both chased these boys down, yeah, and whatever. And I'm just thinking, I'm not even cool with this guy now as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't even mean to like draw him out like that as well, but he's hating on my shit last year. He's hating on me doing the vlogs last year. Yeah, and he'll see this probably and know who I'm talking about as well, yeah? And I'll chat to him. He knows I'll chat to him. Well, I don't care. Like, I've tried to chat to him, whatever, about it before. I've stuck it on him before about it. But he was hating on it, yeah? And there's certain things, like my other friends who have gone and sorted situations for people don't even know with me, yeah? I've stopped certain things happening to them because I've told other people, nah, don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like the middle, I'm always the one in the middle where I'm like, I'm the mediator. A lot of people don't even know, bro, that I've stopped stuff happening to them, yeah? Because I'm like, nah, don't do that. Like, that's my boy as well. Don't do that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Sometimes I get annoyed about that. I got annoyed about that recently. I was like, you know what? Certain people from my area where I grew up, they don't even say, like, well done. They see what I'm doing. Bruv, I'm the shoulder to cry on for a lot of these people, you know? Like, bro, and I don't even usually try and get, like, deep on that. Bro, I've been there for a lot of people, bro. Like the shoulder to cry on, the one that people come to like, Kosgi, can I talk to you about this? Of course, bro, I'm there, always. People I don't even know, always. And that's not gassing myself up. I'm just saying, sometimes I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Because actually, I always give people their flowers, bro. And certain people who I'm cool with have not given me a single fucking flower, bro. And they see what I'm doing every day. Because we post the content every day. They see it every day. I see them liking my stuff. Not liking my stuff, so I see them viewing my stuff. I'm like, that could never be me, though. I could never live my life like that. I could never do that, bro. If I see my friend winning, how could I not say something, bro? That's mental to me. Do you know what I mean, though? To me, brother, I just don't understand it. Some people just don't have the loyalty, bro. And I'll never understand that, G.
It's always the people that know you the most and the ones you've done the most for behind the scenes that hate on you the hardest. I've had people where they've been on the brink of losing the relationship. I'm up all night talking sense into the boy so he doesn't lose the best thing that's happened to him. And then they've gone off to live happily ever after for a couple of years. Forgets about me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Won't ever clap for me. Won't ever like or share or do anything. And don't support me in any way, shape or form.
It's mental.
And like it's so bad. It's people like you're saying. You've just got to be grateful that you're not wired up like that.
I'm not.
You're not wired up like these people out here because that is just like snake behavior.
That's what I'm saying,
When somebody
bro.
does something for you, it's called the law of reciprocation. Human beings are naturally triggered to want to do something good for someone that does something for them.
1000%.
So when you do something, when you bend over backwards to someone and they don't do anything back for you or even show appreciation, just know they're going against human nature, instinct, whether it's a girl, a guy, whoever, and you've got to go by.
Yeah, I know you do. Hey, listen, that's what it is. My circle's bro. I used to be friends with everyone, innit? Friends with everyone. Like I can't be friends with everyone anymore because I don't relate to a lot of people anymore. Bro, I don't relate to a lot of. I'll be honest with you now. And it's not even and people I feel like people think I'm saying this in like some like arrogant like I'm better than you way. I'm not. I just don't relate to your lifestyle you're living. I don't relate to you as a person. I don't relate to what you believe in. And bro, I always say I find middle ground with everyone, bro. I don't care if you're left wing, right wing, whatever you fuck. I don't give a fuck what wing you are, whatever. I couldn't give a shit. If I like someone and I get along with you, energy-wise, I'm there. Do you know what I mean? I don't care about all. Everyone's always like, oh yeah, but you know that he believes in. I don't give a fuck. Bro, do you know what I'm saying though? Bro, look, most of the guys I grew up with, they're like right wing guys, yeah? But then the guys I'm friends with in London, more left wing, yeah? And I used to bring like geezers, gang members and goths to parties, bro, I swear. My mum's life. I used to bring geezer mates, gang member mates and goths all to one party and we're lit. Do you know what I mean? We're lit though. Trust me, we're lit though. Hey, geezers, gang members and goths. Trust me, we're all in there together lit. And it's love. That's all it is. Because you can relate to one another on something. If you've got a mutual friend as well, whatever it is, you can relate. That's why I don't judge people. Too many people have this fucking judgmental thing they've got where they're like, oh, what? He's like that. He believes in that. I wouldn't hang around with him. Why not? What, because he fucking believes that or whatever? Do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, political agendas, I don't give a fuck. Bro, you believe that? Fair play. How come you believe that? Let's talk about why. That's what I always say. We can always talk about things, innit? And just see like, what makes you think that? I'm genuinely intrigued because a lot of people ask that from like a, why do you think that? Judgmental way. No, I'm saying like how come you think that, bro? Because that's
Make me understand it. That's what I come from. I'm like, how come? And you could quickly find out whether it's emotionally driven or it's coming from a place of logic and experience. Yeah,
let me tell you something as well before I forget actually about one of my haters that I had recently, on the Instagram. This is interesting as well. So he was commenting on all my posts, all the animal videos. It's quite funny. He's commenting on the animal videos, the cat videos, He's like, oh, the cat molester in London.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro, he's like he's hating. He even called my dad a twat, which I was laughing at. Just what I mean, my dad's passed away, he's calling my dad a twat and stuff. And I'm like, and obviously it's annoying, but I'm also finding it funny because I can take the banter. I love it. I love the banter as well. It's just funny as fuck. But I said to him in the DMs, I'm like, what's going on with you? Like, what's up? Genuinely, like, something's happened to you, I can tell. Because he's not following me, but he's commenting on every video every day. And you know me, I post like 2-3 a day. He's commenting on all my videos. I'm thinking, something's up with this guy, And he's like, nothing's wrong. I'm like, nah, something's wrong, bro. Something's up. Like, and I'm not angry. He's like, you just want to whack me up. I'm like, bro, no, I don't. I've got no animosity towards you, but I genuinely don't. And I genuinely mean that as well. I don't care. It's just like that kind of stuff. The hate is like, it's just, I can tell it's an inner thing. It's something inside of him. You know what I mean? So I was like, what's going on? And then he opened up to me. He's like, I lost my dad as well. He said his girlfriend, his dad's girlfriend killed his dad. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? And so I was like, oh, mate, like, I'm so sorry you went through that. Like, and then after that, that's all I said. I'm like, I'm so sorry you went through that. Come with the empathy and the compassion for him on that. And he's like, oh, mate, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to comment under any of your posts anymore. I really appreciate that. Now I hit him up, seeing how he is. You know what I mean? Because I don't hold the grudges. I even stuck it on someone yesterday, bro. Tried to stick it on me under one of my videos, and I stuck it on him because we've got a mutual friend. Yeah, I know, so I probably know who the kid he is. And like, I'm saying to him like about, let's go for a spa then and stuff, like whatever, getting cheeky. And after a while, I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? I was tired, innit? I was grumpy. I was like, what am I doing? See, I still do these things now, bro. Like, the ego still comes now, innit? I'm in my 20s, I'm a young guy, The ego still comes. So I have to just stop and be like, hold on, I'm being a fucking donor right now, innit? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to stop and be like, okay, let me just leave it. That's what I said to him, and he apologised as well. We both apologised. That's it. You know what I mean?
You hear the saying, life's chess, it's not checkers. So you have to think, right, this move right now, if I escalate this and do 5 more moves, what result am I going to get?
Bro,
like, I fight with my ego all the time. I get hate all the time. I get it from people I know, people have helped with their mental health. Then they turning on me, calling me out to the point where it's borderline, could get physical.
Yeah.
If I seen them, and I'm thinking, like, the old version of me, the ego and this and that, just wants to call on a straightener straight away. But then this version who I'm trying to be, this guy who is a work in progress, far from perfect.
We all are. We all are.
Mate,
I always say that,
absolutely
bro.
upside
Always.
down if you knew what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm in order to be this person, I can't jump and bite and fight and get involved in these low vibrations.
It's gonna bring you back to the fucking person you were, bro. And you're gonna feel it in yourself. Sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh mate, I feel like shit because I'm like having a go. I'm sticking it on someone, and I'm like going back and forth with someone for like an hour, and I'm like, I feel like shit. Like genuinely, I feel like, I don't feel good. Even with my like ex, I'm like, please just sort this out. Do you know what I mean? I'm like to her, like, please, like she did a little like whatever TikTok about me, whatever. Yeah, not calling me out by name, but obviously it's about me.
Indirect to fuck, but bang on
obviously
the money.
about me and it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, fair enough, innit? Fair enough.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Shots fired, innit? But I forgive her. But like I said to her, I'm like, listen, I don't even care about that anymore. It was like a month ago. I was like, I don't care. I genuinely, and I mean that, bro. I just don't care. Because if I carry that with me, that like, they've done that to me, they've done that to me, they've done that to me. If I carry that with me through life, it's going to stop me from winning. It's going to stop you from winning, bro. Do you know what I mean? When you start walking through life, I said this the other day in a video. If you consider your success, you're like, I want to succeed. And it's driven by like an anger towards someone. Like one person even like, they've done that to me, and you're driven by the anger towards that person or the jealousy or whatever, you're not going to win. That's how I genuinely see it. Unless you really lead with love, like you've got a love for what you do. You want to help the people. That's what Peter G's about. Yeah, you want to help people, bro. That's what you're about. So you have to think to yourself like, wait, like I'm fucking angry at this person, and now I'm like, and I'm putting it on. I've done that. I've put it on socials before, like, and I'm like. And I might delete it, but I might not. I might leave it up sometimes, innit? And be like, fuck it, I'll leave it up. I don't really give a fuck sometimes. But sometimes I'm like, nah, can't leave that up. Because it's just like, it's sitting on my soul. You know when it's sitting on your heart, you're like, I don't like how I just reacted to that. But we're human beings. That's how it goes. We're men also. The testosterone, let's be real. It's going to come like that, innit? We're going to be like, bro, if someone sticks it on anyone that I'm with, like family, my girl, I'm onto them straight away. Put that on my dad's grave, I'm onto them, yeah? But me, not really as much. If someone sticks it on me, I don't really care that much, innit? But if someone sticks it on my girl or like my friends, family, I just lose it, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say that and like, I just genuinely do, because I've got so much love inside of me, bro. It's the love. You know what I mean? I'm getting angry from the love. Bro, that's genuinely what it is as well. It's like I love so much.
It's protection, man.
Bro, when you love so much, it's like you kind of just don't tolerate shit. Do you see what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
You don't tolerate the stuff, man.
Yeah, it's right. I do it myself. Like, I fight harder for other people than I'll fight for myself.
I know you do.
Like
I know, I can tell. Yeah.
It's mad.
It's mad, bro.
I don't have that energy to like fight for myself a lot of the time, really. I just think it'll blow.
Yeah.
When you've been through so much stuff as a man, you think,
yeah.
if that'll blow over,
yeah, bro. That's
so talking shite to me, that's gonna go. That's gonna blow over.
It does. And it always does, innit? It always does. In the moment, listen, even with that stuff, everything, in the moment you're like, oh, fuck, like, this is so bad, or whatever, like whatever it is, like something happened, like someone passed away. In the moment, that right there, you're like, fuck, this is bad. Like I'm going through the most, like I can't get through this. And then a year later, you're like, oh, fuck, remember I was worrying about that so much then. And now look how I feel now. I feel good. That's what I always tell people, innit? And you're the same, yeah? The people that are going through stuff right now, in the moment, it's gonna be a passing moment. You're gonna get through it. It's just fucking here right now, and you're feeling it, the emotions, that's normal. You're upset, or you're grieving, you got the bereavement, whatever. Give it a while. You need some patience with this stuff, but you have to face it head on. You can't just fucking go through life ignoring the shit you've been through. Because when you do that, it'll suddenly come and just fucking grab you and pull you down, bro. It's fucked. You literally can, it's like your soul just goes, it's fucked, man.
I feel like there's no pain greater than time. Like, there's no amount of pain can outlast or outstand or withstand the test of time, bro.
I think you're right, bro. I think you're right.
Pain can't withstand the test of time.
No, it can't. It just can't stay there for that long. And like people in the moment, they're going to be upset and they'll be like, nah, that's not it's true. Trust me.
It's like what we were saying before, like when you run into the alcohol or sleeping around, the drugs and this and that, all the things that are breaking you down, you're keeping yourself where the pain's at.
Fucking
Instead
true,
of just
bro.
going through it dry, cold turkey.
You're so right, bro. You're so right.
You're keeping yourself susceptible, open, emotions are high, you're feeling weak, you're not confident.
Yeah.
So you're constantly under attack.
You medicate
you're keeping
yourself
on the front line, do you know what I mean? When you don't need to, you can pull back and go into a recluse and you know, and sharpen your tools and get your mind right, you know what I mean?
That's so like we were talking about before, the celibacy as well, for example. Sometimes you just have to go through that celibacy and just, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, listen, like, because I did a video about this recently, about the celibacy as well. A lot of guys might say they're celibate. You don't have any options when it comes to women. You're not celibate because you haven't got, listen, being celibate when you've actually, and this is not in an arrogant way, this is the truth. If you've got girls in your life who want to sleep with you and they constantly message you and hit you up, and you don't sleep with them, that's celibacy. If you just can't get women and you're trying your hardest and you can't because you don't have to speak to them.
And you just give up on your little one-liners and your cold DMs and your
exactly. That's not the same
pictures.
thing because you're begging for it. You want it realistically, but you just can't get it. Whereas like people who actually go through the celibacy properly, like me and you have done, you actually hold back from people messaging you and reaching out to you. That's not easy. I'll be real. As a man, it's not easy. It is not easy. People, brother, I did it for 13 months. I was celibate, Do you know what I mean? Eating a little bit of...
What?
Do you know what I said to you before, innit? Celibate for 13 months, I was with a few girls, obviously eating whatever. but at the same time, but I didn't, do you know what I mean? I was like, that's like, I was like, no, I can't like do the having sex thing because I'm not in the right place.
Like practicing semen retention,
because I'm not in the place. I'm not in the place where I can even like. I don't want to sleep with girls if there's no connection. I used to be able to do that when I was drinking. I could do that. Now I'm sober. I've got to really have a connection with a girl to be able to like sleep with her, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because if I can't, because I'm on a different time frame. I'm in a different headspace. You get what I'm saying as well. I can't just bring in some girl who I'm like kind of like, and I'm like, oh, she's all right. She's a bit annoying, but like, I'll sleep with her. Innit? You can't do that. You've got to be connected and like on a level. Like I don't understand how people don't do the emotional stuff with people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they don't even have an emotional connection with each other, and they're sleeping with each other, and they're going out and they're dating. That's what it never lasts, bro. I got certain mates who are like, oh, bro. Oh, I don't
it ties back to the boardom thing, and I think
it's
like
true.
Sleeping around, that's a vice.
It's a fucking
vice. Well, women can be a vice.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when it's meaningless, constant meaningless sex leads to meaningless nights out. It costs a fortune as well. Let's have it right. It's not cheap to be out every weekend.
Oh yeah. No,
all these restaurants drinking,
brother,
boom. You're doing loads of dough in all the time, and you're getting nothing from it.
Yeah,
you're having a couple of days madness, and then you've got to go back and regroup.
The whole week you got to get through again.
Yeah.
Oh mate, do you know what someone said recently? I think it was a psychologist was saying, you do realise like the drink thing, when people get drunk every weekend, you never fully recover from the drink. Because it takes like I think it takes like a week or two or something to fully recover your brain, So when you're drinking every weekend and getting bang on the drink and everyone's getting bang on that, bruv, it takes you the whole week to recover. Friday night, you're doing it all again. You're going in again. But you're not going to fully recover. Your body's not going to recover. And I'm like, oh shit, do you know what? So people that are doing that are never at they're never working at full potential, bro.
Nowhere near.
Do you know, nowhere near, bro.
Tops.
Nowhere near.
Yeah.
And that's what's mad. And I wasn't either for years. I'm saying it because I wasn't, bro. And I could tell when I quit the drink, bro, I'm like, oh, the fire in me was like, because you've got to have something. I'm ADHD as fuck. I've got to have something that drives me, bro. If not, I'm like, bro, it just go mental, innit? So I've got to have something where I can focus on it and lock in. Obviously, that's why the content's popping off, because I'm just locked in on it. Whatever I do, bro, whatever I put my mind to, I achieve. And I'm not even just saying that to be like, all spirit. Bro, it's facts. Bro, like when it was the drinking, I smashed the drinking and I was lit. Do you know what I mean? When it was the girls and I was doing all the naughty stuff and had loads of girls, and I was doing the social media stuff with different girls, and I was like the ladies' man on social media, it worked. It was lit. Do you know what I mean? And they loved it. Now it's the social media, it's going to be lit and they love it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm putting all my energy into one thing. I'm not complicating things like, oh, go out, drink, and then do social media, drink, and then social media. Nah, I'm just doing social media.
No distractions.
No distractions. Nothing else. Do you know what I'm saying? It's different. then you can really lock in, brother. Really lock in.
Yeah, so what I touched back on before when you were talking about you was doing a lot of training, fighting training and stuff, and anybody that goes onto your page sees you doing a lot of Thai boxing, sparring, moving around. How important do you think it is that men learn to not only protect themselves but protect the people around them too?
Brother, martial arts, do you know what I always say? Every man and woman as well, everyone should be learning martial arts from a young age. Like when I have my children, they're going to be doing martial arts from young, straight up, because it's the mental thing as well. It's not just, everyone always thinks, I know this guy said, I'm not even cool with this guy, he's a big content creator, I stuck at him the other day actually, but he's a muppet, so annoying, this guy as well. I'm not even going to call his name out because he's a donut, but he basically was like to me, I remember when we first spoke, he was like, I'm surprised you do kickboxing, I'm surprised you do Thai boxing because you're like such a nice person. I'm like, this is what I mean, people have that mentality of like, if you do like boxing, Thai boxing, whatever, that you're like this mean person who hates everyone. It's not about that, bro. It's a spiritual thing, bro. Like, mate, martial arts is such a spiritual fucking... It's beautiful, bro. Like, especially with the Muay Thai, they've got the ancient dancing. I went, obviously, when I was in Thailand, I went to the... I can't remember what the main arena's called, though, in Bangkok. Starts with an R, I can never remember the name. But I went there and watched it. They do, like, the ceremony. They're dancing. It's a spiritual thing. But martial arts is beautiful. Everyone needs to learn a martial art, trust me. Because you need to be able to contain your emotions, and you push your emotions out in that form. Like I get in flow state when I'm sparring or when I'm hitting the bag or whatever. You get in that flow state, and it's like it's a fucking beautiful thing, bro. I swear, it's so good, and it's like for the mental health, it's a lifesaver. That's one of the things. When I quit alcohol, I just went and locked in on Muay Thai. Yeah, you have. Remember we said about the vices? I forgot to even say that. When I just said, fuck the alcohol off, I locked in with the Muay Thai straight up. Because it's like, I have to be obsessed with some shit. Like, I need an obsession, bro. Whatever it is, I'm like, I've got to do that, got to do that, got to do that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, I think it's so important for the young people, getting them out of trouble, getting them off the streets, A lot of the young guys in London, brother, let's talk about this as well. Because a lot of the young black guys in London, a lot of the young black and Asian guys in London, obviously there's this epidemic with knife crime as well, And obviously there's this big controversies around it. Bro, if everyone was in martial arts and doing that, it would save so many lives. And all this knife crime stuff is this knife crime stuff is bullshit. It's just like you're killing each other over postcodes, And I know everyone always says this, but you're killing each other over postcodes that you don't own, that the government own, And it's like another way to control us. That is just another form of control. See what I mean? It's another way for us to be trapped in the environments we're in. That's what's so sad. It makes me upset, bro. Because it's like young black people, do you know what I mean? And I've got nephews and nieces and nephews, And if they went down that path, it's like that video I did the other day about the Nike Techs and the balaclavas. Don't put yourself in that image. That's that image. Do you know what I mean?
It's a costume, innit?
It's a costume. Don't be afraid. I wear whatever I want. Always have done. All my boys used to roast me when I was younger. Loved it, though. And my geezer mates, when I was younger, like, what are you wearing, bro? I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? I will wear whatever I want because I'm comfortable in myself. I don't care. But when it comes to this whole, like, wearing a Nike Tech, you look the same as everyone else. And that's no hate towards you guys. It's all love. But I'm saying, be individuals. Because you're all in a gang and you're all dressed the same. No one's an individual. Everyone's just like, oh, I'm like this. And you got your little gang names and stuff like that. Bro, listen, it's sad, though. It's genuinely sad. It doesn't have to be that way. Just be individuals, be yourself. A lot of these young guys, they're into anime, they're into like whatever they're into, but they can't talk about it because they're like, oh no, everyone in the gang's going to think I'm a bit of a nerd. And no, but be a fucking nerd. If that's what you are, be that. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Fuck what people think about you. Like, if you are a person who likes, I don't know, Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever it is, and you think all your mates are going to roast you for it, fuck them. Do it. If they roast you, it's jokes anyway, it's a bit of banter. If they take it seriously and really try and roast you, tell them fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Literally, bro. Just be yourself. That's what I think about the knife crimes. There's too many people copying each other and they see their elders doing it. And the older people, this is another thing, I've got to talk about this as well. I have to. Older guys that are grooming the young guys, into the gangs, you lot are fucked. You lot disgust me. Real talk. I'll say that. You lot disgust me. You older guys that are like 25 years old and you go and recruit guys that are like 13, 12, 14, and you get them in your gang to go and do these things for you. Got no time for people like that, bro. No time at all.
No, it's bad behaviour.
Yeah.
I feel like young men especially, they've got a lot of energy to expend. Like everybody has a lot of energy in the tank to expend.
Definitely.
And expending it in a boxing gym, in a Thai boxing gym, martial arts, any sort of combat training will save so much time, so much effort, so many failures, so many mistakes, because you're learning discipline from a young age. Like what you were saying about controlling your emotions. When you're getting your ass kicked, which you will, I did.
We all have.
Bad style.
But especially the boxers, bro. Fucking hell.
You get your nose punched
you're
off,
a boxer
man.
yourself, so you know. When I go spar in the boxers and I can't use my legs, yeah, bruv, boxing sparring is not the same. You know the Muay Thai fighters, like the Thai boxing, we're like, take it light. Boxers, bro, fuck me. Some of you lot, you fucking cheeky cunts. I've been weighed in by the boxers, bro, because we're not doing head movement. Like, that's why I've started doing the boxing classes, bro, because I need to get the head movement on point. We're not ducking and diving. We're not like bobbing and weaving, whatever, yeah? So the Thai boxers, they're just more like firming it. Do you know what I mean? You firm a little punt, but it's like the boxers, mate. Fucking good, though. I love it. I love boxing as well. I love it. Sorry, but carry on.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Then.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of men, especially like grown men who are becoming depressed, it's because they're not spending that amount of energy that they've got building up inside them in positive things. So they're letting it build up inside. Yeah. And then it's manifesting into depression, bro.
Yes, bro. Literally, like, bro. Do you know what I can't remember the quote my mum always said, yeah? It's like, that's it. I think it's my mum that said it. Yeah, I think it is. No progression equals depression, which is true.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, especially as men, we need to be progressing, bro. If we're not aiming at something, high, yeah, or at least anything, a goal, an objective, you just, bro, that's what I mean. When I was in that time, when I was just working, yeah, and not doing anything, just working for the rent, yeah, I was feeling like shit, because I'm like, what am I even doing? Not doing anything with my life. I'm just going to work, get a bit of money in, pay the rent. Surviving. Literally, bro, innit? Surviving, not living. You said it perfectly. When you're surviving and you're not actually living, I would rather have less money and be living than have more money and be surviving. I don't care. A lot of people might disagree with that. I'm a hippie at heart. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm like. I would rather be living my dream and struggling at the beginning than be stuck, yeah, surviving, being depressed because I'm surviving in a job I fucking hate. That is always how I'm going to be. That's always what I'm going to put out to people as well. I will never, ever, ever, yeah, promote being in a job that you hate, yeah, just for the money. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Fuck being in a job just for the money. Fuck that. Never me. Could never do that. Do you know what I mean? And I tried it as well. I remember Adrian even spoke about this as well. Adrian spoke about that as well. Because me and him spoke on the phone about this, yeah? Being in different jobs. We've always been in different jobs, got fired, get sacked, been in different jobs. Because it's like, I'm not built to be in a job and just stay there and be like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, of course I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do... No, I ain't doing that because I don't want to do it. And that might seem like cheeky or whatever, but bro, if it makes me feel like shit and it makes me unhappy, I'm not going to do it just because you've asked me to do it. You know what I mean?
Being told what to do and working for somebody else, it's hard. I've tried it a million times. I can't do it myself. It's tough, man. Especially when it's someone who's speaking down to you. Especially when it's someone who don't respect the effort. Especially when it's someone who doesn't meet you exactly where you're at. Like Adrian spoke about it, saying like colleagues snitching on you for being 10 minutes late, and you got loads of people in the comments saying, people are picking up your slack. 10 minutes of slack. What are you working in the coal mines? Chill out, man.
I know.
There's just so many people.
I know, brother.
It's not like, to put it perfectly, it's not the work itself. It's not the jobs. Jobs need to be done. Like, I've got so much respect for people who work in construction because they make this country what it is. They build it from the ground up, literally with their bare hands.
I literally said that.
I love that.
I said this a few days ago about construction workers. Someone commented on my YouTube video and I said, you are the backbone of our society. Yeah? Construction workers, bro. We wouldn't be here without construction workers. Things like that people like that are taken for granted, bro, every day. Construction workers, like you said. And I'll let you finish on that. But, brother, they're taken for granted, yeah, those smaller jobs, and it's looked down upon because you want to go and do corporate finance. Me, personally, bro, corporate and financing stuff, I'm not shitting on anyone's jobs. Some people must love it, yeah? Fuck that. I hate that kind of shit. Being in an office and doing this and that, no way.
People just want to look too pretty, like construction working and working on the railways and all of these things that built the country, that built the infrastructure of this country that we love. Those jobs that I look down on because nowadays everyone just wants to be sexy and even grown men want to be sexy, want to be divas, and there's nothing sexy about putting on a pair of boots and going to a site, when really, like, those are the people that are building the roof over our heads, the infrastructure of the country. Like, put some respect on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And that's not even. I know with you and with me, we're not even shitting on the people that do the corporate, the finance and stuff like that. But let's be honest with you, like, a lot of that stuff, like, it's like it eats away at your soul. A lot of those jobs, and I know from people who have left those jobs in finance, and things like that, it eats away at you. I've got a friend and they work in recruitment, and it is one of those jobs where it's just soul destroying. You just get chucked in, you're in there, fuck off, you're not doing enough shit, fuck off. You're like that. You don't want to ever be anywhere. Look, we want to command the space that we're in. Like, if I'm in a space, I want to be like, look, I can offer this, I can offer that, I can offer that. Yeah, this is why you need me as a person. What can you offer? Are you a commodity, or are you just being used up? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be a cog in a company where it's like, yeah, Kosgi, fuck off, mate. We don't really need you anymore. Let's get him in. Let's get, like, that Darren in. Yeah, Darren, oh, fuck. Darren, you're not that good, mate. Fuck off. Let's get him in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You need to add value to the world in some way. Whatever that is, that can be in whatever you do. Construction, content creation, music. You need to add some value where people can be like, oh, we can't replace him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, be irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable. It's important, mate. If you're irreplaceable, you can call a lot of shots. You can stand in a room and say, nah, I want this, I want that. I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean?
People ask you what you want. People come to you and ask you what you like. People come to you, will you do this if I do this? People want to work with you, not have you work underneath them. And I think that's a massive thing, what people need to do. Like, that's why being yourself, if you're working for someone else and you, like, I'm not shitting on it, because I know some really, really top earners out there and they're happy and the family's mint and they're healthy, and fair play to them, do you know what I mean? Make long continue. But for the people who are settling and struggling, who have got more burning inside, have got more going on up here between your ears, like, you know, put it out there and see what comes back. Like, you know,
1,000%. And I know, like, I was talking about the ADHD as well recently. I did a video and it, like, went viral as well, like, about ADHD, like a funny one, just like how I was literally going shop, I was getting tea bags from the shop, and then basically I ended up in the pub fucking having a burger and literally, like, recording 2 videos, came back home, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I feel like a tea. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't even get the tea bags. Do you know what I mean, bro? It's like, but that's regular shit. But it's like, when you, like, certain things, this is what another thing about the ADHD stuff, a lot of people look at it in a negative way. I did a video on this when I first started YouTube last year, and I said, ADHD is a superpower. And I was diagnosed with ADHD about 3-4 months ago, And everyone always does this thing with ADHD where they say, like, oh, I've got ADHD, so I can't do this, so I can't do that, so I can't. No. You've got ADHD, so you can do this, so you can talk, so you can be in rooms and you can navigate in rooms, You can't. We have to start looking at the positives of the things we have. Because if we look at the negatives, what are we going to gain from that, bro? I used to do that. I used to be like, oh yeah, but I'm always late because I've got ADHD. I'm always late because I've got ADHD. I'm always late because I've got ADHD. And then I'm just saying it to myself, bro. I'm like putting it into the air. I'm like, I'm always late. And I'm always going to be late because I'm putting it out there, innit? Do you know what I mean? And it's, like we said before, it becomes a part of your identity. You're like, oh, I'm always late, so that's why I'm like that. Or I'm always drinking, like we said about the binge drinking. Well, I'm a binge drinker, so that's why I'm like this. Do you know what I mean? I'm a binge drinker, that's why I didn't turn up to work. Because I go out and get fucked and I just do it sometimes, you know? That's why I didn't go to work. It's bollocks. You're just fucking putting it onto yourself and being like, oh, and making excuses at the end of the day, innit?
Yeah, because you're being isolated, though, from being a kid. Like, everybody who gets diagnosed with ADHD, it's attention deficit disorder and hearing disorder, and you get separated, you get put in different classes, you're automatically programmed to be told that you're different from everybody else, and then that spills, and that's what people can't let go. And it's not that. Let's say you get diagnosed with this 4-letter thing. Like, if you can use that as an excuse not to try, as an excuse not to really go full throttle on the things you want, as an excuse to be a fat, lazy mess, as an excuse to be sloppy and not live up to your potential because you've got this thing, then some people are happy. Some people cling on to misery. Some people at the bottom just grab onto misery, bro. And it's a life sentence.
I see it, people doing it on my videos. Even my videos when I'm doing, like, the positive stuff on my videos, when I'm talking, like, these words that you say to yourself, and then people will be like, yeah, no, I agree with this, but... And as soon as I see the but, I'm just like, fuck me. Like, it's always coming, the but. Whenever there's a but, it's like this. Like, when I tell people about the content creation, whatever, they'll come to me about content creation. When they start talking about it, they're like, yeah, no, I really want to do it, but Like, what's the but? And then it would be like, well, but I haven't got this, I haven't got that. I started doing content creation with my fucking mouth and my phone, bro. Like, I just got my phone out and started talking. That's how I started it. Everyone nowadays, yeah, even people who are down bad, we all have phones. Everyone's got a smartphone nowadays, in England anyway. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got a smartphone. Not everyone can speak, but I mean, most people can talk, yeah? Come on. And especially if you're getting into that field of work, come on. Let's not use excuses all the time as a reason why we're not where we want to be. Because that's what we do. Yeah, bro, I used to do it all the time. Bro, I used to do it for years. And then now, I don't do it at all. Because I'm like, fuck that. I'm not going to be held down by my own fucking words and be like, oh, yeah, but I can't do that because of this. No, if I procrastinate now, I tell myself, fuck, I've procrastinated on that because I'm doing this, that, and that shit. Yeah, fuck it, let me do that. You know what I mean? Fuck the excuses, bro. It's too much. People do it too much, innit? Hear it too often, bro. You know that best as well. I know you know about that, innit?
Yeah, but do you know what? People's excuses, they are valid. They are severe. But so what? Like, and what? What now? Yeah, you went through something. It was a struggle. It was savage. It sent you on a spiral down the wrong path. Now what?
Yeah.
You're just talking about it.
Yes.
Keeping it alive.
Literally.
What are you going to do next? There's always a, but what now?
Yeah.
I always just say it to people. Okay, that's brutal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. But what now?
It's so true.
But what now?
Exactly. Like, where are we going with it? Exactly. Because if we're just doing that, brother, and this is.
Do you want it writing on your gravestone? Do you want it on your headstone? Do you want people to say, here lies such and such? He went through this, poor guy. Or do you want to say, he went through this, he turned it around and absolutely bodied it? Because there's a lot of people out there, guaranteed if you're watching this and you're struggling, there's a group of people out there, hundreds of thousands of people, who are taking a situation that makes yours look like Disneyland and absolutely bodying it.
Yeah. And I'm a firm believer, like, most of the people you see that are successful in this day and age, the bit like people that whatever that's in, yeah, they've all been through something. A lot of people that are successful in the world of, in whatever field you're in, they've been through some stuff that's like, oh, we got that drive now. Look, we've been through that. We got, and you, bro, listen, I'm like that. I'm like, it's gonna sit there. It's just gonna sit there. If you don't do anything with it, it's just gonna sit there. You gotta just take it and go like that and just. Bro, that's all I can do. I always do the hand movements because that's all I can do, bro. Like, I just go bang, like that. All you can do with the pain that you're going through, yeah, is just progress and just use it as power, yeah? And think of it in that way. It's like with the ADHD, whatever. Bro, if I sit here and go, oh, I've got ADHD, I'm doing that, I'm like, fuck that. I've got ADHD, so that's why I'm so sick at the content creation and what I'm doing with it. Because I can literally navigate things and be like, oh no, I like that and that, put that together and go like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't do the whole sitting around being like, oh, and that is not to say that you shouldn't self-reflect, because I've done so much of that and so have you. I've been to bereavement counselling, so I've been to therapy, bereavement counselling, yeah, and that helped me a lot. And from that, I was like, okay, look, this is how my dad dying made me feel. This is how seeing his dead body made me feel. This is how seeing my friend die, not seeing him die, but seeing his dead body after he died, this is how that made me feel. Yeah, I was stuck with that guilt trauma. Didn't see my dad on Father's Day, yeah, because I got fucking hammered and I was with a girl. So I didn't see my dad on Father's Day, yeah. 2 weeks later when I saw him, he's dead. Do you see what I mean? So that's sitting on my chest, like, fuck. I'm stuck there like that because I'm like, fuck, like, oh, I've done this fucking shit. Like, oh, I'm such a cunt. I'm a cunt. Like, that's what I'm telling myself, yeah? I'm telling myself I'm a bad person for years. And people didn't even know it. People think when you're smiling and laughing that everything's good, yeah? People are like, oh, no, look, Kosgi's always lit. He's lit. He's funny. Like, he's doing it. Nah, bro. Like, I was stuck for years in my head. No one knew. I was hiding my anxiety attacks from people. I was hiding my panic attacks from people because I was embarrassed. Because I used to be this lit, funny, outgoing, confident person, and I'd turned into like a shell of myself. I was so inside my own mind and inside my own body that I just couldn't even bro, I would see people I used to know and I would be like, I don't want them to see me. I would literally do that. I used to fucking get off like trains if I thought I saw someone I knew because I'm like, I don't want to see them and don't want to talk to them because I just don't want them to see that they'll see this, like they'll see I'm different. That's fucked up. But I genuinely had that. I spoke about this with my friend recently. Genuinely had that feeling of like, fuck, like I'm never going to be the same again. But then you are, because you actually do the self-reflection and you actually start doing the work, yeah? And that's not easy. You don't just do it, and you're not just wake up and be like, oh, I want to be like this, because I hear that all the time. People are like, do you know what, Kosgi? Yeah, this conversation we've had's really inspired me. Do you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do this now. I'm like, okay, tomorrow you're going to do it, yeah? But what are you going to do after that? Because you can do it tomorrow, bruv. You can go to the gym for a week. What then? You're going for a week. Do you know what I mean, bro? You got to have some commitment to something in order to actually tell you, because you're going to start tricking your mind, and like you're going to lie to yourself every fucking day and be like, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, and you never do it. You're lying to your mind every day. I don't think people realize how fucking significant that is. When you lie to yourself every day and say, I'm going to start this, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do, and you don't do it, you start like, you don't even know who you are.
You're convincing yourself that your words carry no weight. So how are you supposed to have confidence in yourself when the things you say never come into fruition? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're teaching everybody else and you not to trust your word. And you hear, like, what was it, Scarface? All I have in this world is my balls and my word.
Yeah, that's classic.
Your words is so specific and so, like, so important. And, like, especially as a grown man, like, people trust you based on two things: your words, and if your actions match your words. They're the two things they're the only things that you've got. You've got what you say and what you do. And if they don't align, you look like an absolute fraud. You look like a letdown. People aren't going to invest in you. People aren't going to trust you. People aren't going to vouch for you. No one's going to want to work with you. You have to have your actions and your words matching.
Do you know what my dad said, yeah? Before he died. Last phone call I had with my dad, yeah? That was on Father's Day. Didn't go and see him. He said to me, and I carried on doing it after he died, but my dad said to me, never break promises, especially not with the ones you love. That's what he said to me. Because I said I was going to see him on Father's Day, and I didn't. And do you know what happened? Next time I saw him, it was his dead body on the floor. And it's brutal to hear that, and it's hard to hear that, but it's the truth. These are the kind of things that happen when you break these promises, and you say you're going to do this and you're going to do that. A time will come where you've done it so many times, you do it again, and then something bad will happen, yeah? And you'll be like, fuck. And then
There's no going back.
There's no going back. Brother, when my dad died and I found his body, I literally broke down. I was with one of my sisters there at his house, called up my mum, yeah? And I'm just saying to her, like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? I didn't see him. Do you know what I mean? Like, brother, broke down. Just turned 23, yeah? Fucked up. Do you know what I mean? So that's why now, where I'm at now, I can look back on these moments and be like, fuck, like, that was such a significant thing that happened in my life that it will change the trajectory of your whole life. Your whole life changes. You can wake up one day, think it's a normal day, something deep can happen, something mad. You'll lose someone, something might happen to you, whatever, and it will change your whole trajectory in life completely. Your whole life path will change. In a good way or a bad way. Which way are you gonna look at it, and which way are you gonna take it? Because when my dad died, I could have been like, you know what? Let me go and do this and that and that. And I did start doing that. Drinking, blah, blah, blah. Nearly started pushing, do you know what I mean? White, nearly started doing that. And I thought to myself, fuck, my dad would be so disappointed in me right now. Do you know what I mean? Morally. Like, where are my morals right now? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to start pushing white? Am I going to start doing this stuff? I'm like, my dad would be so disappointed in me. Yeah? That's what my mentality was. Then I was like, I've got to change my ways. And then now, I know for a fact with what I'm doing now, I tried to give my dad some money once. He said to me, no, you can pay me back when you're rich and famous. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? He made a joke and he said that. Do you know what I mean? And it's sad because I'll never be able to repay him. However, I feel like I'm repaying him in another way by doing what I'm doing now, because he was someone who helped people. And my mum told me after he died, I never knew this. She was like, you know, your dad used to speak to the homeless people like what you do. And I was like, did he? I never knew that. Like, do you know what I mean? I never knew he was doing that. I never seen him. Like, he would do it when I'm with him, but she was like, yeah, he used to stop and talk to them. And my mum and dad donated to charity when it was like the London Marathon. They'd like collect money and stuff and give it to the homeless people. And I was like, Mum, you never told me that. She's like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's within you. Like we said about our parents, how they are. And I'm proud to say my parents have so much compassion and empathy. My mum is a beautiful woman, yeah? She helps people that have come over from war-torn countries. She helps people, yeah, that have women. She's a health visitor. She helps women who have just had children going through postpartum depression, I think it's called, yeah? She runs the anxiety classes, depression. She does that. So she's an amazing woman, yeah? And she always is nice to everyone. Do you see what I mean? And that's why I love her so much. She's a beautiful woman in that way. She is amazing, bro. And I'm blessed to have my mum. Because if I didn't have my mum when my dad had died, I don't know where I'd be. I'll be real. I genuinely can say that. Because a lot of my family members were not there for me, believe me. A lot of my family members didn't even ask. They haven't even spoken to me about my dad when he passed away. Some of them haven't still said anything. It's because sometimes family is weird. And my family some of them are weird. Do you know what I mean? And like even some of the close family, I don't put up with certain stuff in it, and they know that. And some of my family members know I don't put up with stuff. Yeah, the bullying. Do you know what I mean? Certain family members, bullies, don't put up with it, and they know. And they're. Do you know what I mean? We won't go into that. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to send you this. Yeah,
no, it's right. It's right. But do you know, like this thing now that we're on this social media thing, I feel like you can find your brothers, you can find your sisters, you can find people who will eventually become family. I feel like I always say it to people. People tie themselves to negative people because they're related, and they go, "Oh, it's my family," and I'm like, that's not family. Just because they share the same second name or you come from the same tree, that does not mean that they are family. Family's like love. It's a verb. It's something you have to back up with action. You can't just say, I'm related to this person, so I can just take the absolute piss out of him. You can't do that. You have to actually back up the title. It's a title. It's an obligation. Like if I'm your brother, I have an obligation to behave as such. I can't claim to be your brother or say we're brothers or even good friends and not live up to that title. Too many people throw the term family around and then let people walk all over him. You can't do that. If they've got bad character, you have to check them. If they don't align with your vision and your goal and make little noises and smirk when you're doing your content and hate on it and don't like and don't share and don't try and push you and see you trying to break the general curses and don't support you, that's not family. That is not family. I've got family that are not related. Family that are not what you would say blood. When really, they always say, oh, blood's thicker than loyalty. I mean, blood's thicker than water, but loyalty's thicker than blood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Facts,
and people need to realise, like, don't be loyal to people who, just because they've got this title, family, that they're not living up to. Don't let people walk all over you because they share the same second name. And like you just said beautifully, separate yourself from these people. Like, and just distance yourself from them. Like, toxic's toxic, negativity's still negativity, no matter how much you dress it up or who's carrying it around. Do you know what I mean? So I just wouldn't even, I don't even know where I was going with that, but
because you're leaning on to what I'm thinking now is because, like I'm saying, when you're younger, you think with family, we always think like, oh, family's like family. When you get older, you realise family's fucked up. A lot of the family's fucked up. My family's fucked up. Most people's families are fucked. I think everyone's probably in some way. Everyone's is in some way, you know? But when you get older, you realise more and more, oh shit, like, they're actually kind of fucking fucked. Like, they do some mad shit. That's what you start to realise, and you realise, oh wait, because when you're young and you're a child, you're protected from it, and you think everyone's family's like this, everyone's family's like that. And you realise, hold on, that family's not like that. And they've actually got this, and they treat each other like that, or they speak like that. And then you're like, okay, as you get older, you realise, nah, family, like I said before, people are just people, innit? And I know that's not excusing behaviours, but people are people. And we have to remember that when we're looking at family members, like, oh, that's just a person, because they're fucking up too many times, you know what I mean? And then you realise, oh, let's stop holding people in high regard, like that. Like even with our parents, for example, with my mum and dad, like, you know, you can't look at the people like they're perfect people. My mum, she's an amazing person, but none of us are perfect. We all have our little quirks and we all have our little whatevers, you know? That's normal, because or else we wouldn't be exciting. If everyone was fucking perfect, it'd be a bit boring, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If everyone was perfect and blah, blah, blah. But that's why I respect and love what you do, yeah? When you bring your mates together, you bring your brothers together, and you go on the walks, that's important, because that is setting a precedent. That is like, you're coming together and you're saying, look, we've all been through this, we've all been through that, but it's connection, community. Community is important, bro. Yeah. That's like why you go to church, you're a Christian man, yeah? Community is important. That's why do you think when I'm going around and I'm speaking to people and I'm connecting with people, it's for a reason, bro. I don't just do this. So a lot of people are just on social media doing, and that's what they do. They just sit indoors streaming, whatever. Nothing against them. They sit indoors streaming. That's what they do. I can't do that. I'm with the people. I'm outside. I might have my phone out, but I'm with the people, and I'm with them before and after the camera gets taken out. Someone said to me the other day, they were like, oh yeah, man, you recorded the flower, but like you could have just done it. Like, I'm like, brother, you think I just got the phone out straight away? I sat there and looked at it and I thought, oh shit, that's beautiful. Let me get my phone out. Do you know what I'm saying? That's normal. But people on social media have this warped thing where they think that everything is done for social media. No, we don't do everything for you. We just put it out there to help people that are going through something, because it helps people. When they see, oh, look, he's doing that, Peter's doing this, or Kosgi's doing that, it's inspiring. I'm inspired by people. I'm inspired by you. I'm inspired by Adrian. I'm inspired by Rakeem. I'm inspired by people on social media, yeah? And I'm like, oh, look, they're doing that and they're posting that much. I can do that too. Look, like we can all, is no competition with me. Like I don't care, because I know I'm myself. I'm the first person to live this life. You're the first person to live this life ever. Yeah, no one can be you. No one can be me ever. Do you see what I'm saying? So whatever I do, I'm going up, but that's on me. Trust me, like I know I am, because I'm telling myself and I just know it. And I said this even last year. I said this to people. They didn't believe me though. I said, listen, watch when I kick this alcohol and I go this way with the social media, yeah? And you're seeing it now.
Yeah, I feel like people as well, you always get someone who's got something negative to say. That's what social media is basically. It's like there's a lot of opportunity to share what's going on, and people mistake sharing what's going on with clout chasing, because there's a very fine line between it. Like I had a debate with somebody the other day. Don't know, she said, I don't know why people film funerals and get their phones out at funerals. And I said, well, there'll be some people that want sympathy. There'll be some people that want a shoulder to cry on. There'll be some people that want other people to appreciate the life that they've got, especially when they're burying the mum, they're burying the dad, they're burying someone. Like people wanting to save it to memories. There's a lot of reasons other than just clout. Do you know? So rather than just putting someone in a box and saying he's filming himself giving stuff to the homeless, people say that don't film yourself giving stuff to the homeless. Why? Because that if 1,000 people see me give a sandwich to the homeless person, and one person out of that 1,000 people then go out and buy a butty and do the same thing, I've just fed somebody else off the back of one video. I don't care if I piss 999 people off. If that one person goes out and reenacts the good deed that I've done just because he saw my content. Right, Peter G's just give the homeless guy a tenner. Peter G's just help someone, like, you know, it inspires them to do the same thing. Like
That's
me,
so true.
me and Adrian was out having food after our episode, and there was a woman and she's waved me over to the table, and I was on my knees in the restaurant, my hands on the table, speaking to her about one of her. She's like, my daughter, she's really struggling. She's not coming out of her house. I think she's been self-harming and stuff. Will you be able to help? She's only 19. She's struggling. She's a bit overweight. Like, will you be able to give her some advice, or like, what shall I do? Like she said, I don't know what to do, and I'm her mum. And that little, it was like a little mini counselling session. But that little small act of the table, that little small act at that table, I went back to my table with Adrian, who's a big content creator who does enough for enough people. He was inspired by it. He was like, rah. That human connection, that human connection there in the city made him want to go and get that. So then he went out and did. Do you know what I mean? So it has. There's always somebody watching. So why not like do something for other people and film it, document it? Don't get me wrong. There will be a small group of people who are like, look at me, I'm so good, I'm such a nice person, and you do see that a lot. But that doesn't mean everybody's like that. Everybody's not automatically just doing it for clout. It's nice to get appreciated for the things you do, but I do more in private than you will see on, and you will ever see on Instagram.
No, I already know that. Because you're the type of person you are. I already know.
You will never see some of the things and some of the people I work with, some of the guys, big men who have come to me for a conversation, who have met for coffees, who have spoke to in the DMs. Like, you're talking about what you would like. You're talking about killers, people who are savage, and they're coming to me like, listen, I know I can trust you with this. I'm broke. I'm not talking financially broke. I'm emotionally broken now. I feel like I'm cracking up, but I can't tell no one. But I know I can trust you with it. And then we go back and forth, boom, 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 and then before you know it, they're back doing their thing. Probably don't speak to them for months, but you know, there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. So when you see me, for instance, I'm just using me as an example. When you see me putting stuff out there, when I'm like, people sending me messages, sharing stuff, and this and that, that's not me clout chasing. That's just showing like you can do it too,
brother. Yeah. That is exactly what I'm all about as well. Because I like, bro, see, I post every day what people say to me about my content. I post the hate stuff as well, just to keep it balanced sometimes. It's funny, whatever. Yeah. But I always post about what people are saying to me. Because one, I'm proud of it. I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? It makes me happy to know I'm helping people, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Like someone telling me the other day, like I'm helping them, like they were feeling super down and then they're like listening. Like that kind of stuff there is exactly what I do it for. And that's what we do it for, yeah? That is what we do it for. And going back to the thing you said about when people record, brother, listen, when my best mate died, yeah, I was the one with all the footage of him and all of us out together. Everyone used to be like, oh, Kosgi, bro, you always got the phone out, always recording. Yeah, but when my best friend passed away, I was the one that had all the footage and my friends were like to me, oh, bro, I didn't know you had this on, like, I didn't know you had this video. Like, oh my God, bro, I remember this night. This is mad. Do you know what I mean? I'm always the one with the footage because I always make sure I document everything. I've lost enough people. So I've lost friends. I've lost my dad. I mean, my first girlfriend, her dad committed suicide. Yeah, so I've lost enough people to know, trust me, those memories, yeah, they're in your mind. It's nice, but it's nice to go back through your phone and look and be like, wow, look at that. Look at that night we had together or whatever, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Same way when people are when you're posting stuff, I go back through my things and I'm like, oh, like even from a month ago content, I'm like, oh, wow, I remember like when I found that like fox or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or I spoke to that person. It's beautiful. Brother, I go back like 2 months ago. I've spoke to certain people in the street, and because I do it so much, I forget. And I go back to a video, and I'm like, oh, that was actually really wholesome. That like, oh yeah, I remember that person. Like, I made them smile. They were laughing. They were making me laugh. Do you know what I mean? We had that human interaction where you're laughing and smiling together. That's healing. That is healing right there, though. You know that, like, that is the healing factor of when people come together and they cry together, or they laugh together, or they connect on a level about something. That's human connection. You can't beat that. Social media can't even give you that because it's not there in person. Do you see what I mean? But when you're with someone and you post it on social media, people can still get the empathy through there and the compassion. Like this girl said to me yesterday, she was like, I was showing my friend your content, we were watching it together. She was like, your energy, it's like it's like you're coming at us through the screen. And I was like, that's exactly what I want. Do you know what I mean? I want my energy to be like that because I'm trying to reach people who are so down and so bad, like so down bad in themselves and so hurt and so depressed. I'm trying to reach through the screen and just pull them back to life and be like, listen, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this because I have, and I've been there. Yeah. And there's times you don't talk about it. Like you said, you've helped a lot of men who have come to you and been in bad places. A lot of us can't talk about it because we're used to being the whole, you know, like life of the party, or whatever, or the macho guys or whatever. You're used to being like the ones that people come to. When you're the person that people come to and you're in that position yourself, you're like, fuck, this is bad. Do you know what I mean? Then you really think to yourself, fuck, like I'm usually the one that I'm the shoulder to cry on. And that I need a shoulder to cry on, but I can't tell anyone.
Yeah.
It's fucked, brother. It's fucked. But we get through it. It's a passing moment. We go forward. Trust me, it never stays there for long.
So, before we finish up, I want to get some advice for the people. So, like we spoke earlier about you losing your dad, and let's go back to the build up to it. You said you missed Father's Day because you chose like meaningless sex and drink and stuff like that. So, for somebody who's guilt tripping themselves about not delivering on certain things they should have, and now it's too late, what would your advice be to them?
My advice would be, you know what? Don't stay guilty at yourself for too long. Like, you can't be too hard on yourself because you're only going to make it worse for everyone else around you. If you keep feeling sorry for yourself every day, like, oh, I didn't do this and my friend passed away and I didn't do this and my dad passed away, I didn't do this, my mum's passed away. Like, if you do that every day, it's not going to, who's it going to benefit? Who? It's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit anyone around you. It's not going to bring them back. Yeah. You can't dwell in the past for too long. When you start dwelling in the past, you just stay stuck there. You're stagnant. No one wants to be around you. And that's hard to say. People don't want to hear that, but it's true. No one wants to be around someone who's stuck in the past and always saying, do you remember when, do you remember when, do you remember when, do you remember when? Look, no, live in the present now and talk about the future. That's what I want to hear about, because we can go on about all we want about, oh, I've done this, I've done that, all the stuff we've done. But what's that going to fucking bring? If we're just constantly stuck in the past and bringing the past up and we're like, oh, I'm such a bad person. When people say it to me, I'm such a bad person, like, you're telling yourself that. No one else is saying it to you. You're the one who is telling yourself you're a bad person. No one else is saying that to you apart from you. So if you reframe your mind and say to yourself, do you know what? No, I'm going to be a good person now and actually stick to it. And don't just say it, but actually stick to it and do it every day. And small wins every day. Small things. Doesn't have to be big. one video a day, whatever it is, I'm relating it to content, whatever it is, one small video a day, whatever it is, yeah? One small hug to someone a day. You can meet a stranger. Speak to a stranger every day. Build up your confidence, yeah? Give them a hug, whatever it is. Trust me, you do that every day, it's like going to the gym. The small gains, they end up becoming big gains, believe me, yeah? And that's all I can say. Don't dwell in the past. It's not going to bring anything positive to your life or anyone around you. You have to start uplifting yourself, uplifting others around you, and speak about yourself in the way that you want to be. Do the things you want to do, but to become the person you want to become. Because you don't want to be the person you want to be, a lot of you. A lot of you are not in a place where you're like, I'm happy with who I am. You're not. And it's sad. I've been there though, so I can say that as well, because I've been there as well. But you have to change that and start becoming the person you want to be, but actually do the action. And there you have it.
It's powerful, man. It's powerful. So, yeah, powerful conversation. So what I would ask you now, just one final question. If somebody was watching this video, I mean, when somebody watches this podcast back, like, what do you want them to take away from this episode more than anything? From you talking, what would you want the viewers to take away from this episode more than anything?
I want people to take away the fact that Peter and I here are just humans. Yeah, I want people to remember this, yeah? We're human beings just like you that have been through things that you have probably been through as well. Maybe you've been through things that are even worse. Maybe you've been through things that aren't as bad, but we're all going to connect on that level. But you don't need to be like, oh, that person's better than me because of that. But no, you can be great. We can all be great. There's no competition. You're only competing with yourself. That's what I always say. I compete with myself. That's it. Don't have to be, there's no jealousy involved with anyone else. I'm in my own lane. Peter's in his own lane. You can be in your own lane, but work on yourself. Don't just let things fester. Don't just let things fester. It's going to be hard because you're going to have to face the things that you've been hiding away for years, and you're going to realize the identity that you formed of yourself is probably not actually who you are. That's difficult, yeah, but it has to be done. And that's the only way you can improve.
It's powerful, man.
Yeah, and I've got some gifts for you, actually.
Yeah, have you brought?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, here we go.
Can I get the product? It's products, though, isn't it?
Come on,
products, yeah?
come on, man.
Can I get it on here?
Yeah, get it on, man.
Go on, then. Go on.
Second
I
person.
forgot to give it to you.
Come on, man. Listen, second person that's brought a gift now.
Yeah.
The bar set. So I had a book last time off Clint. Yeah. So shout out Clint for that book.
Come on. Let's see. Where is the... I got that other one as well. There's so much shit in there.
Piling up these gifts, man. Woo.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Right. These are from Arca Sweden. Obviously, the company I'm partnered with. Yeah. You got the Arc Melts. And you got the Arc Drops.
I've seen you take these.
Yeah, so I take them, yeah. So you take them before you go gym, before you go boxing. Yeah, you don't get the crashes, no crashes from coffee. Natural performance boosters right there. So there for you.
These feel heavy duty, man.
Yeah, bro, they are. Yeah, and obviously you're a coffee lover as well, isn't it?
So Arc of Sweden, we'll plug it now.
Yeah,
so
Arc of Sweden, yeah.
So Arc of Sweden, we've got Energy Focus.
Yeah.
And which is, what's this, like a pre-workout stimulant?
Yeah,
but,
that's it. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, great. I need that.
Yeah.
And a natural performance booster as well.
And you don't get that.
Stimulant.
You don't get the jitters, anything like that.
And these are drops.
They're drops, bro. Yeah, have a look.
Have a little look, man.
Yeah. I was supposed to give them at the beginning as well.
I just completely forgot. Man. Wow, check the bottle as well. The bottle's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I like the way it's been put together.
Yeah, so do I. I always say that. It's lovely, isn't it, how they've done that?
Yeah, they've really gone. It's not cheaply made, this, you can tell.
Yeah, it's
really good.
Yeah.
Fair play to...
Yeah, man. That's all you.
Fair play to Arca Sweden.
You let me know how you feel.
These a good
I had to bring something, and I saw that as well. I saw that the last guest in front, I was like, yeah, I got to bring that in as well, wouldn't it?
There you go. There's 2 episodes out of 2 people have brought gifts, man. So
next person, if you don't bring something, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah. You're done.
Brother, it's been a pleasure, though.
Thank you.
I mean that as well. From the bottom of my heart, listen, Peter G is a fucking good bloke, yeah? And you do amazing things. So I need you to know that as well. Do you know what I mean? You do amazing things, bro. Yeah, and you inspire me as well. Because you're a bit older than me, but you just put in that work and you've been through a lot, yeah? And you fucking, bro, do you know what I mean? You do good things, man. I respect you highly. Yeah?
Appreciate you, man.
Come on, brother.
Respect.
Love, brother.
Come on.
Been a pleasure.